A suspenseful manhunt comes to an end. Amar Harris, the man suspected of killing 3 people on the Las Vegas Strip, is behind bars.
Tonight, Fox 5 continues its live team coverage of his arrest as we get new details of how he was captured. Plus,
he's going to have to face the music.
Families of the victims are speaking out, what they're telling Fox 5 tonight.
And details of a photo confusion that may have Metro facing a lawsuit.
It was really, really hard, to even see myself on TV like that.
Fox 5 News at 10 starts now. From bragging about his cash, cars, and women online to living in a cell block with no freedom, what a difference a week can make. Amar Harris now behind bars. I'm Olivia Fierro.
And I'm Matt DeLucia in tonight for John Huck. Harris is accused of shooting a man on the Strip and causing a taxi to crash, killing 2 more people. We have live team coverage tonight. Azeneth Smith is at the intersection where this all played out 1 week ago. That is where friends and family of a victim gather tonight.
And Lindsay Curtis with details on a possible hiccup in this investigation. But first, it's Fox 5's Doug Johnson, who is live at Metro headquarters, where police were able to announce Harris's arrest earlier today. Doug.
Yeah, well, Olivia, at that press conference earlier today, pretty much any local agency that was involved with this investigation had a chance to address Amar Harris's capture, and the sheriff, Doug Gillespie, said he couldn't be more proud of his department tonight.
Amar Harris does not reflect the values of this city, the people who live in it, work in it, and visit in it.
A relieved Sheriff Doug Gillespie announces the man his department spent over a week looking for, Amar Harris, has finally been arrested. He wasted no time thanking his detectives for making that possible.
You can't imagine the hours that they have put into this particular case.
An intense manhunt led those detectives, as well as FBI agents, to this apartment in North Hollywood. According to our Fox affiliate in Los Angeles, police had been doing surveillance on that building since they got a tip last weekend. Metro detectives say today an LA-based criminal apprehension team knew he was inside.
Officers and detectives converged on that area. He was challenged to come out of that area, and he did peacefully.
Fox LA said a woman who was also in the apartment at the time is being held by the LAPD for questioning, and she could be facing charges if she was helping Harris hide.
Currently, I have detectives en route to LA to further the investigation, and at this point, I can't give you a definite answer on one way or another how it will go.
Michael Bolden, Sandra Sutton Wasmond, and Kenneth Cherry were all murdered by Harris's senseless act.
Sheriff Gillespie says making the arrest a week after the crime is something his department can be proud of.
I hope anyone out there watching understands clearly. You act like this person, we will find you, we will prosecute you, and we will send you to prison.
And Harris does face several counts, including murder. We're being told he will appear before a Los Angeles judge on Monday morning, more than likely an extradition hearing. And District Attorney Steve Wilson also spoke to the media at this press conference earlier today. And coming up at 10:30, we'll tell you what he had to say about seeking the death penalty in this case. Reporting live, Doug Johnson, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
Major developments tonight. Doug, thanks very much.
Tonight, we have new details on the final moments before the deadly shooting and crash that took 3 lives. Here's a timeline of how Metro says it happened.
According to a police report, at 1:30 a.m., a black Range Rover arrives at the Aria Valet. Amar Harris is seen on surveillance walking into the casino with 3 women and another man. 2 hours and 10 minutes later, a security officer for Hayes nightclub observes Harris and his party leaving the club where Harris reserved a table. 8 minutes after that, shooting victim Kenny Cherry arrives at the Aria Valet driving a 2008 silver Maserati. His passenger, a man named Freddie Walters. They walk into the casino lobby and walk out a few minutes later. Amar Harris is seen approaching the Maserati before Cherry and Walters are back on the road at 4:13. 3 minutes later, at 4:16, Amar Harris leaves the Aria Valet in the Range Rover, heading for Las Vegas Boulevard. 1 minute after that, a cab surveillance camera captures the Range Rover spinning its tires as the Maserati accelerated to catch up. They stop at a light at the Boulevard and Bellagio Drive. At 4:19, the Range Rover cut off the Maserati, forcing it to change lanes. 1 second later, the cars were side by side and a gunshot was fired. After that, the Maserati accelerated after the Range Rover. 9 seconds later, heading toward Flamingo, 2 shots are heard. 5 seconds later, the Maserati moved around the Range Rover. At the same time, 3 gunshots were heard. Wait 3 more seconds, and the Maserati runs a red light at Flamingo, hits a cab, which bursts into flames. Police say Kenny Cherry was shot in the chest and lost consciousness just before Flamingo. Detectives found no weapons in the Maserati.
Amar Harris's arrest comes as one of his alleged victims is being remembered tonight. Family, friends, and fellow cab drivers gathering on the Strip to pay tribute to Michael Bolden. The cab driver was killed in that fiery crash 1 week ago tonight. Fox 5's Asna Smith live on the Strip with their reaction to Harris's capture.
Well, many people here at tonight's vigil at the intersection where Bolden was killed called it a bittersweet day. While they're happy Harris was caught and is now off the streets, they're still in mourning. With horns blaring and hazard lights flashing, dozens of cabs descended onto the Las Vegas Strip to pay respects to their fallen brother, desert cab driver Michael Bolden. News of Bolden's suspected killer, Amar Harris's arrest, not far from their minds.
I was happy and I was sad because he just took somebody's life who was just trying to do his job.
Harris is accused of firing a gun into a Maserati, killing its driver, Kenny Cherry Jr. The Maserati then crashed into Bolden's cab, killing him and his passenger. No one wanted Harris arrested more than Bolden's family. And at tonight's vigil, they say they have mixed emotions.
Glad they got the guy. You know, I can't say too much because I'm grieving too much for Michael.
Bolden's brother Teron says the family finds comfort law enforcement caught Harris alive.
He's going to have to face the music, okay? And it won't be rap or hip hop. It won't be Jay-Z or 50 Cent. You know, it's going to be our court system and the judicial system that's going to be playing the music. So let's see how he dances to that.
And his family now vowing to seek justice, even if it means the death penalty.
Deserves the fullest extent that, you know, the law will allow. And if that's the fullest extent, then so be it.
And the family plans to be at every court appearance of Harris here in Vegas. They want him to see the pain he brought this family. Reporting live, I'm Asna Smith, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
Michael Bolden was a very loved man, no question about it. Asna, thank you. And just this afternoon, we spoke with the brother of Sandra Sutton Wasmond. She was the passenger in that taxi cab. Tom Sutton is his name. He would only say that he is glad Amar Harris has been caught. And what the family is thinking about right now is, quote, today, tomorrow, and the next day.
Another family reacting to the news of Harris's arrest. Shooting victim Kenny Cherry Jr.'s funeral was held in Oakland today. Attorneys for the Cherry family say the news broke in the middle of funeral services. The attorneys texted and left messages for the family, who immediately got back to them. They say the Cherry family is, quote, elated about the arrest.
He didn't want to talk a lot, but he did want for us to relay the statements about, you know, that he was pleased that the state of Nevada has the death penalty, and he's hoping the death penalty would be sought by the district attorney's office.
The Cherry family said they have some closure now that Harris is behind bars, and they hope to mourn their loss privately. Well, Metro says 3 women were in the Range Rover when Amar Harris opened fire. All of them have been interviewed and none are considered suspects.
Earlier this week, police named one of those women, Tanisha Howard, as a person of interest. However, in the search for her, a mistake may have been made. Fox 5's Lindsay Curtis is joining us to tell us more about a woman who says she was wrongfully accused.
Matt and Olivia, these are 2 of the pictures that Metro Police sent out searching for Tanisha Howard when she was a person of interest in the case. The problem is that this woman is not Tanisha Howard, who also goes by the name Yenesis Alfonso. Her name is Trisha Malik, and her attorney says the damage from this mix-up has her damaged beyond repair.
There was an uncanny likeness to Miss Alfonso and the other person that you speak of in Miami.
Miami sales rep Trisha Malik says Metro Police made a mistake in sending out pictures of her along with pictures of Letitia Howard. But shortly after Amar Harris's arrest, police suggested distributing pictures of the wrong woman may not have been a mistake after all.
And sometimes to find out who persons of interest are, we have to put photos out that are intended to drum up some talk so that we can determine who we're actually dealing with.
Malik tells our Miami affiliate what it was like learning that her picture was linked to the case.
Everybody was like, are you involved in this? My family was worried. It was really, really, really scary.
Malik, who once appeared on the reality show Bad Girls Club, didn't expect her face to be in the spotlight again, at least not like this.
It was really, really hard, to even see myself on TV like that.
Malik's attorney says Malik used to be friends with Harris when they lived in the same building in Miami, but says she hasn't seen him in a year. He says the cost his client is now paying for Metro's error is difficult to measure, but hopes winning a lawsuit will help.
I don't know what they're thinking. It was reckless and it was irresponsible.
Fox 5 legal analyst Bob Massey says the photograph confusion is no doubt embarrassing and damaging to Malik, but he questions if a lawsuit would be successful.
Would a jury in Las Vegas really be that concerned about a young woman from Miami, no disrespect to her, that would in some way want money from our county?
Now, Massey says that it might be more realistic for Malik and her attorney to seek a public apology from Metro to help her clear her name. Malik's attorney tells me that he and his client are still weighing their options when it comes to suing Metro, but they hope to make a decision by early next week.
And, it's a reminder to everyone. Your pictures can come back to haunt you, and they were together hanging out at one time,
Right.
So here's a fugitive.
Just caught her completely off guard.
Right.
Thank you, Lindsay.
There was yet another mix-up in that search. Just yesterday, Metro sent out a photo of pop singer Maya, saying that was Tanisha Howard, before quickly issuing a retraction.
Our team coverage of Ahmaud Harris's arrest will continue later in the hour, and you can find more information online. To read the full arrest report and watch an exclusive report from Los Angeles, head to fox5vegas.com.
Another recent arrest in Los Angeles related to a murder here in Las Vegas. Police say Christopher Henderson Reed strangled a family member, killing him early yesterday morning. He was tracked down and arrested without incident in Los Angeles last night. Henderson Reed is now awaiting extradition to the Valley.
The company behind the Girls Gone Wild video franchise files for bankruptcy after racking up millions of dollars in debt. The move is to restructure its debt after several disputed court judgments. Wynn Resorts Limited is seeking the largest claim, $10.3 million. They say founder Joe Francis owes major gambling debts. Girls Gone Wild says it has less than $50,000 in assets and fewer than 50 creditors.
Switching gears here, this year's top 20 is revealed on American Idol.
And only Fox 5 was backstage when it happened. We'll bring you exclusive comments from the judges ahead.
And it has brought billions into the Las Vegas economy. Now it's coming back to town. What's in store for NASCAR Week? Up next.
It's been done in just about every newsroom, radio station, school gym, and dorm room across the country. Now the Harlem Shake has been done on a plane. But was it all fun and games? Find out why the FAA is investigating.
Yeah. All right, we've got the last day of February winding down for us. We've got an incredible few days ahead of us, starting tomorrow. We'll take a look and see what's coming our way when we come back.
You're watching Fox 5 News at 10, local, Las Vegas. Live from Las Vegas, your only choice for live local news right now with Emmy Award winner John Huck, Olivia Fierro, weather 24/7 with Chief Meteorologist Stacey Donaldson. This is Fox 5 News at 10, local Las Vegas.
Tonight, you saw the final American Idol eliminations from Las Vegas.
More Sean McAllister is at the Mirage tonight, where the Idol judges are now looking forward to the start of live voting.
The very first sudden death rounds from Las Vegas are now over, and for the first time, we are seeing the contestants who will sing live for your votes.
This is your top 20, ladies and gentlemen.
These are the top 20 Idol singers who will have to win over America in the first round of live voting from Las Vegas next week. But tonight's final sudden death eliminations came hard for the judges.
I think it was tough to find 5 overall through the time that we can remember from Hollywood, their first audition, and tonight.
What came more easily was amusement for Nicki Minaj.
That hit me somewhere, baby boy with that bald head. That hit me somewhere.
Whoa, whoa.
Nikki, what a night it was. What was all this business going on at the judges' table with this talk of spots being hit?
I don't know. I didn't have any words, and that's what came out. It was organic and real. I mean, you know, Cortez was like one of the only boys that generated that sex appeal thing tonight.
I just love sitting next to Nikki because you never know what's coming.
You know, it is up to each of them to articulate in every which way how they feel their connection. And I believe that was done individually very well tonight.
And if there's a takeaway from the elimination rounds here on the Strip, it's don't perform a song written by an Idol judge.
Well, it's an added challenge in critiquing somebody.
One thing is for sure, the Idol panel has no regrets about who is in the top 20.
Listen, you know, I got to give it to them. They worked it out.
I couldn't be more proud. I'm gonna have a hard time saying goodbye to these 20, any of them now.
The first live performances kick off with the girls Tuesday night from the Mirage. So here's what's going to go down. On Tuesday and Wednesday nights, American Idol will be live here from the Love Theater at the Mirage. Then Thursday, Idol moves back to Hollywood, where the top 10 will be revealed. More will be with American Idol every step of the way, bringing you reports on location from Los Angeles next week. At the Mirage, I'm Morris Sean McAllister for Fox 5 News Local, Las Vegas.
Looks like fun. Thank you, Sean. And the week every racing fan in Las Vegas looks forward to is almost here. We're talking about NASCAR Week. The annual event is a huge boost to our local economy, bringing in more than $2 billion since 1998. A news conference today highlighted some of the benefits of NASCAR weekend. Las Vegas Motor Speedway President Chris Powell was there, along with NASCAR driver Kurt Busch. And former Las Vegas Mayor Oscar Goodman had nothing but good things to say about his hometown hero.
We've got Kurt Busch. He may tell people he's living in North Carolina, but everybody knows that he has a secret condo here in Las Vegas. No, I'm just kidding. I'll get him in trouble at home. But the truth of the matter is, he is a Las Vegan.
Well, NASCAR Week kicks off Monday, and we hope you'll join us next Saturday for Fox 5's Speedway Saturday Night. That's on March 9th at 7 p.m.
Single session tickets for the Mountain West Basketball Championships go on sale tomorrow. Single game tickets will be available at noon. Up until now, only tickets for the entire tournament were available. The Mountain West teams will compete March 12th through the 16th at the Thomas & Mack. The winner, of course, is guaranteed a spot in March Madness. Tickets can be purchased online, over the phone, or at the UNLV tickets outlets across town. And tune in to Fox 5 News at 10 next week, and we will be giving away tickets to the tournament every night.
Now, Fox 5 weather 24/7 with Les Crifferton.
Hard to believe we're already talking tournament here, and we are for a good reason, because tomorrow is March the 1st and a couple of weeks away from March Madness beginning, of course, and everything else that goes on with basketball, college basketball at this time of the year. Let's take a look and see what's happening in Las Vegas on this A beautiful Thursday evening, 51 degrees. We've got some fairly light winds all across southern Nevada this evening. In terms of our relative humidity, it's 21%. Dew point temperature is 12 degrees. Here's a look at what we hit today. 66 degrees. Our normal is 66, so we're right on the money. 82 is the record. And in terms of evening temperatures, they're about where we should be for this time of the year. Here's what's in store for us. We've got a warming trend on the way. We're going to see some breezy conditions, though, through part of the weekend. And then next week, we'll continue to see some nice warm temperatures as we are going to be into the 70s. And it's starting as early as tomorrow. Here's a look at our satellite radar loop. Not a whole lot of cloud around the Las Vegas Valley. Most of the cloud associated with a frontal boundary that is moving onshore and moving into the Pacific Northwest. For us down here, we're under a nice ridge of high pressure. Now that high pressure ridge will continue to build over the course of the next few days, and as it does, the daytime numbers are going to go up. We're going to be on the backside of this ridge by the time we're into the second half of the weekend, so we'll continue to see our daytime numbers climbing. Beginning tomorrow, continuing right through into the first half of the week where we'll be up to about 75 degrees. After that, we've got this low that's going to try to get down here. Not going to have much of an impact on our weather here, though, other than maybe bring us some breezy conditions. Pretty quiet for us elsewhere, except in the Pacific Northwest where we have wintry type weather, but that's pretty much the story that they've been seeing for most of this year. 71 our high for tomorrow, 72 Saturday, 74 Sunday, 72 Monday, 75 Tuesday. Then another frontal boundary moves in, and we'll start to see our temperatures cooling down for Wednesday and Thursday. Evening temperatures, they will be warming up quite nicely as well over the next few days. Olivia, Matt?
Les, I'm surprised Stacy allowed you to take the credit for this beautiful forecast.
Nice.
Her timing is off.
Every time she leaves, it happens.
Something special happens.
Yes.
Thank you, Les.
And then she'll come back and it'll all go back down, right?
Ooh,
Nah,
you said it.
hopefully
I didn't.
not, though.
Yeah. A shootout on the Las Vegas Strip, shining a spotlight on a bigger problem here in the Valley.
Yeah, and that's prostitution. Hear what investigators had to say about that issue coming up.
And all was going well in this bike race until, well, you just have to see what happened next. A group of passengers on board a flight are at the center of a federal investigation after they did the Harlem Shake mid-flight. Well, there you go. The FAA now trying to determine if this group violated any rules when they danced to the song as part of the popular internet craze. The plane was heading to San Diego from Colorado Springs. Frontier Airlines says the seatbelt sign was off and all safety measures were followed.
Well, also caught on camera, a cyclist has a run-in with a deer mid-race. Take a look. It happened 15 minutes into the race in Chesterfield County, Virginia. There he goes. The cyclist caught the whole thing on a camera mounted to his bike. All he remembers seeing is fur, sky, and ground. He got up, fixed his bike, and kept on going, finishing the entire 3-hour race. He says the deer ran off and appeared to be okay.
Both lived to tell about it. That's good.
Well, Lamar Harris behind bars in Los Angeles tonight.
He is accused of opening fire and causing a crash on the Las Vegas Strip. Now that he has been found, questions tonight, what charges will he face? We are hearing from the district attorney up next.
The president takes a stance on a pending decision from the Supreme Court, what he says about legalizing gay marriage in California and whether it's enough to sway the high court.
Pope Benedict XVI gives his final blessing and then retires. The first to leave the post by his own choice in hundreds of years. We'll show you where the church goes from here.